Today we have a 2017 Honda Civic Hatchback, and we're going to take off the rear spoiler. The reason we got to do that is because we got to tint this back window, so we need access to it. We can't get in here, so we need to remove this rear spoiler. We're going to have to remove a couple other things. Have to also remove the wiper motor. So let's just get started. So first off, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and remove the wiper back here. So what you want to do is just pull up on this little piece here, and then you want to pull this out. Okay, and we remove the 10mm bolt. And next what we want to do is we want to go ahead and remove the actual wiper. So we want to lift up, kind of push down, and just jiggle them, and it comes up, comes out. And then we want to remove the little grommet cover. And then we're going to remove this bolt right here. If you have a wrench, go ahead and do that. It's kind of a big wrench, so I don't know what size it is off the top of my head. I don't think I'm going to have something that big, so I'm just going to use a pair of pliers to break it loose. We're going to go ahead and take that off. And then take the little washer that goes with it, so just keep that together so you don't lose it. And then next what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open up the hatch. Two clips off, that one there, and then that one there. And then we'll go on from there. Basically just get underneath the clip and then just pull it towards you. So it's basically one of these type of deals. You get your screwdriver in there, pop it, and then it pulls all out. And on the other side. Just get underneath it, pop it, and then pull the whole thing out. What we do is we want to take off these little covers. There's two bolts under there on this side, and then also two bolts over here on the other side, so we need to take these covers off. So let's go ahead and do those. So what you want to do is there's a couple slots here, so you could either try to use like a bone tool, like plastic tool like this. If you don't have that, then just use a screwdriver, and then it just pops out. And then there's going to be two bolts under there. I believe they're 10mm. So we're going to go ahead and take those out. They're two 10mm bolts. Same thing on the other side. So, take your bone tool, just push it in there. Same thing over here. Cover comes off. And then we're going to go ahead and take off the two bolts that are in here. This one has like a little cover here. I don't know if all of them have that, but it pulls down and then it just pops out of these two little things here. Let's put that down right there. And next what we want to do is we want to take off this trim right here and then work our way up on the sides. Just get underneath it, pop it towards you. Pull on the tops right here. and that'll release it. Okay? Pull on the bottom and then pull on the tops, and it'll release the top from there. Leave that there. Next we want to do is we want to work our way up the side right here, okay? So just slowly pull on it. Towards you. Right there. And we do the same thing on the other side. So basically now we have it all dangling. This is the hardest part. You want to push this rubber piece through this plastic panel. It's actually not as hard as I thought it was going to be. So what you want to do is, as you're pushing in, pull the panel down, and it'll pop right out. Now you got this whole piece out here. That away somewhere where it's not going to get damaged. And then we do need to remove these because when we put it back in, we need to snap them back into place. I'm pretty sure we can probably get it back in, but let's see if we can get these out. Okay, so they're a little bit tricky. Let me show you. On camera, I'm going to get it real close. So basically on one side there's like a little push deal, and on the other side, so when you get your nails in there, you got to kind of pull, and you're pulling on it, and then do the other side. And then as you're pulling it, you're doing all of them as you go down the line. And it only goes in one way, because if you notice, these two are closer to each other, so this one will go like this. And it goes wider, so you want to make sure just to keep one on one side, keep one on the other side of the car, so you don't get confused which way they go. Okay. Second one out. It's a little tricky getting in there, man. Got to get your finger in there, and I couldn't do it with my right finger. I had to do it with my left hand. And it goes in one way. So this will go in after we put the panel back on. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take off these bolts right here. Okay? Those are 8mm. There's four. I don't know, you can't see them on camera, but there's four of these. I believe two of them hold the light, and then the other two hold this plastic piece that you're going to have to push up in order to get that to some bolts that are under there. And you have the light on the side. You need to go ahead and unplug that. And we need to also slide this up and out. It's got a little spot right here where it holds the connector into place, so you want to take that out because we got to pull this light out. Okay. And then there's an 8mm bolt inside there too. Be real careful with this one. You don't want to drop it in there. And that pops out right there. Be careful with it. Good to go there. Okay, same thing goes on this side. We're going to let it get take off this connector. Unplug it. Slide this out. Take that bolt out. Actually, the nut. Take off the nut. There you go. And then we're going to push the light. Get it off. And that comes off. It's held down by this one clip right here. Next thing I want to do is take off the wiper motor. 3 bolts here, 10 millimeter. Simply unplug it right there. Unplugs. And then we want to take this 10 millimeter bolt off too for the brake light. Next, we need to unplug the brake light. Just like that. We got to get to this bolt here. And we do have to pull up on this plastic quite a bit. We got to get this to come up because there's a bolt under there. That's going to be the hardest part. There it is. Okay, so there's a clip under here that needs to be popped off. It's got to be real careful because this thing has to be pulled off by right here where the spoiler's at. And it tucks right underneath the spoiler again when you're done. Right there. There it is. So pop that clip up. And you're going to need a small wrench to get in there. Okay. This is the part nobody shows you, is right here. Get to this bolt right here. Once you break it loose, you can just take it off with your fingers. Go. Last step is to take off the spoiler, and then there's this piece. Pop that up right there. Probably use a panel popper tool or something, whatever you got. Both sides. Take off the grommet. Feed the wire through. And that's pretty much it. Now you have access to the whole window. Not too bad. Thanks for watching.